everybody. My name's Molly. I'm one of the fitness coordinators here at Wesley Willows, and I'm going to take you through a yoga flow. We will begin today by just centering our body and mind, whatever that might look like for you. Could just be taking some deep breaths, paying attention to where your body's aligned. Could just be breathing in and out and noticing where we're at right here and now. Our goal is to just bring all of our focus and attention into this workout with me right now. We are going to take some diaphragmatic breaths. What I want is us to take our breath, breathe into our belly, allowing it to expand, and exhaling, allowing it to come close to our body again. We will be doing this 5 times. So we're going to take a big breath in, let our belly fill with air, and a big exhale, allowing it to go. Big inhale and exhale. We're just connecting to that core. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, allow it to cease. And we'll do one more big expansion and exhale, release. Very nice. We're going to start now by moving our neck. I want you to envision the nose, the tip of your nose. We are going to draw a little circle with our nose. Try and imagine this circle slowly getting bigger and bigger. As we do this, we bring our head into a circle. So we're just taking that circle, drawing it with our nose, making it as large as we can, all the way around. And now we're going to stop and reverse that circle. We're going to draw it the opposite way. Bring our head all the way back and around. Again, drawing it with our nose. And we're just going to slowly make those circles smaller and smaller. Breathing nice and even here until our head is finally back neutral and still. Next, we're going to begin with some shoulder movements. And we're going to pair this with our breath. So, we're going to envision our shoulders. We're going to inhale when they lift up and exhale as the arms go down. So again, we're going to inhale, lift those shoulders up. Exhale, allow those shoulders to go down. And as they're going down, we're really reaching those fingertips towards the ground. Let's do it more with our breath. Again, inhale. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Fabulous job. Our next move is going to be called a cat-cow, and it helps us move and open up our spine. We are going to start with our hands on top of our knees and our elbows straight. I'm just going to change the chair position so you can see what my spine is going to do at this angle. Now, I'm nice and tall and upright. My arms are again straight. Now, I'm going to try and pull my back and tuck my chin, pulling it behind me to try and touch that chair back. Now I'm going to reverse that motion. I'm going to push my chest forward. I'm going to lift my chin up to the ceiling and stick my hips behind me. We're going to repeat this motion now. We're going to round everything. This is our cat pose. In our cat pose, we round everything and really squeeze the core. We're going to take a big inhale and come into our cow. We're going to find that spinal extension, really lift our chin and chest up. And we're going to reverse again. Take that breath, really hug those abs in. Big inhale. And we're going to exhale as we expand and open. We're going to do one more. Really find that round and tuck. We're pulling that spine backwards. And on that exhale, we're finding that opposite motion. And return back to neutral. Nice job. That was great. We had some good opening of that core and loosening in our spine. Our next move is going to be for our hands. What I'd like us to do is bring those arms out straight through our elbow, and we're going to lift the fingers up to the ceiling. We're trying to have our fingers as wide as we possibly can and really lift up. We're finding that breath into our belly as we really work that core and posture, staying as tall as we can. Now, with our fingers wide, we're just going to try and grab a little bit, try to get those first knuckles to bend. Really squeeze like we're making claws. We're still finding that length in our spine. We're finding that strength of our hands. All right, now we're going to go straight with our fingers. So from the side, nice and straight hands like little beaks. From here, we're going to inhale, rotate our palms up. Exhale, rotate down. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale, rotate down. We're going to do one more. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, down. All right, we're going to grab and make a fist in our hands now. So really trying to pull those fingers all the way in together, make a big fist. All right, from here, we're going to try and lift those hands up. And now we're going to push those knuckles down. Very good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice work. We're going to lower those arms all the way down. Take a big breath in, roll our shoulders back, and breathe it out. Find that core connection again. That's what we're looking for. We're going to take our first sun salutation today. What I would like for us to do is start by finding that tall spine again, all right? We're sitting with those hips right stacked on top of our rib cage, which is right over top of our head. Everything's in a straight line. Bracing with that core. We're breathing into this belly space. We're in our mountain pose. This is our mountain. We're grounded into the earth. We're feeling stable and sturdy. We're going to take an inhale, raise both of our arms up towards the ceiling. We're strong and straight. Find the breath into the belly again. From here, we're going to come into our halfway lift. Bring our hands to our thighs, and we're hinging our chest forward. Again, I'm going to move my chair to the side so you can see. From this angle, we're bringing our hands down and leaning forward. This is what we call our halfway lift. We're hugging our stomach into the spine, and we're using our back muscles here. We're taking another big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to tuck our chin and gently let our hands slide down towards the ground. We're getting a big round in our spine, but we're still active in our core. We're going to take a big breath in here. As we exhale, we're going to lift our core back upright to this tall position. From here, we're going to come to our first warrior one. We're going to grab our right leg and try and lift it up. We are going to hold this. We're finding the length in our spine. We're finding the strength in our core and our leg. We're going to breathe here, breathing into that same belly space, trying to breathe into it. Inhale and exhale. We're going to be here one more time. And exhale, we're going to release that. We're going to come back to that rounded cat pose. Let's draw our spine back towards the back of our chair and tuck our chin. On your inhale, we're going to reverse that motion. Find our cow. We're going to send that spine backwards, lift our chin, and really squeeze our abs as our hips go back. One more, we're gonna find that big rounding as we pull those stomach muscles in and back to that chair. Our last breath, we're gonna find that tall spine again. This time we're gonna lift our left leg. We're gonna find that left leg and we're gonna hold it. Again, we're finding that tall spine, trying to lift through the core, up, down, through those hips. We're lifting, we're staying tall, and we're bracing. Breathe into our belly here and try to relax our shoulders. We're gonna breathe into our belly one more time. Big inhale, feel it expand. Big exhale, release. We're gonna tuck our chin, let our hands slide down, come into that forward fold. Take a big inhale and a slow exhale. Our next breath, we're gonna slowly lift our body, come into that halfway lift. Our hands are on those knees. We're tall in our spine and we're pulling our shoulders back. Our next inhale, we're gonna lift those arms up to the ceiling. We're in our upward salute. Inhale and exhale, we're gonna bring those arms wide and down to the side. That was great. You did great for our first sun salutation. We're gonna build onto that and we're gonna start into an eagle pose. If you haven't noticed, lots of yoga has animal names. So here is another one. This is eagle. What we're going to do is bring our hands to our opposite shoulder. If you have more mobility, we're going to try and cross the elbows on top of each other. Maybe this is where we're at, or maybe we can even twist further. It is up to you, wherever our range is. Now, if we can, we're going to lift one leg and cross it over top. I'm crossing over my right leg to cross over the left. As we're here, we're in a very twisted bind. What we have to focus on is our balance and our stability. We want to ground through both of our hips. We don't want one hip all the way in the air. We want it planted. We want to plant and stay tall into that core. Again, we're not leaning it forward. So if we are, let's come back to this angle. All right, we have to do what works for our body. We want to stay tall in that spine, and we want to maintain this position. We're trying to find our breathing rate here. We're going to breathe 5 times. Be as tall as we can. Really keep squeezing our legs close and putting equal pressure into those hips. Inhale and exhale. And exhale. And exhale. Big breath in and exhale. We're gonna uncross our arms, uncross our legs, sit nice and tall, and just find that good position. That was a huge twist. We're gonna try it on our opposite side. Now, we had that right arm underneath last time. We're gonna have that right arm on top this time. Same thing. If we chose that a little bit further advanced, we're gonna cross one arm on top of the other and find that twist. Now, this time, our left leg is going over top the right. In order to be here, I want us to be as tall as possible. We have lots of different options to be here. We have to find what works for us. Once we're there, we're grounding equally into our hips. One of them's not up. They're nice and neutral. We're tall in that spine. We're lifting up into the core and we're breathing here. Find that stability and really brace into your core. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Using the breath to help release that tension and sink deeper into this. And we'll uncross our arms, uncross the legs. Find our tall mountain pose. We're seated, hips underneath our rib cage, underneath our head in a straight line. Find that breath where we're breathing into our belly, really pushing that air out and allowing it to go. We're going to come into our second sun salutation. I'm going to do it from this angle so you can see it from this side as well. We're in our mountain already. Now we're going for our upward salute. We're going to take both of our arms, reach them off to the side and overhead. We've got straight arms. They're strong as our fingertips reach to the sky. We're breathing into that belly. We're going to exhale. We're going to bring our hands forward onto our knees. We're going to hinge our chest slightly forward. We're in our halfway lift now, hugging our abs into the spine, taking that full breath here. On our exhale, we're going to tuck our chin, reach our hands down the sides of our legs, and round our spine, going as low as we comfortably can. When you're at your end range, we're going to take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to take a breath in again. As we exhale, we're going to sit up nice and tall, bring our chest all the way up, and we're going to come into our warrior one again. We're going to grab that right leg, lift it up, grab it underneath or the back side of that thigh, and stay as tall as we can. Again, we're equal in our hips. We're not lifting one way up or one the other side. We're nice and neutral. We have tall spine and our chest is forward slightly. We're pulling this leg up, really finding our strength in our core and our hips. We're going to breathe here. Big inhale. Nice exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale, we're going to release this down. Hands come to the thighs. And we're going to come into that cat pose. We're going to round our chest, chuck our chin, and pull that spine down and back towards the back of our chair. Now we're going to reverse that motion. We're going to lift and send our chest forward. Lift our head, look up at the ceiling, and send our hips behind you. Take that full breath here. As we exhale, we're going to round into that, tuck our chin. Again, pull that spine backwards as far as it can go. Big breath here. And exhale, we're going to find that warrior pose again. This time with the left leg. We're going to lift it from underneath. Grab it and pull. Once we're there, we're going to adjust our shoulders. Find that neutral spine. Find that equal pressure in the hips. We're staying tall and lifted, grounding through those hip bones. We're going to breathe 3 times here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And that exhale, we're going to lower down. Again, we're going to come to that forward fold. Bring both hands to the outside. We're going to tuck our chin and roll that spine down. On your next breath, we're going to find that halfway lift where we're going to bring that chest up. Hands are on the knees. We have those wide shoulders and we have that core engaged. Take your breath in. On our exhale, we're going to bring those arms up and overhead. Finding that strength in our arms, really reaching up, being as tall and as lifted as they allow us. And exhale, bring those arms wide and down to the sides. Full inhale, expand the belly. Full exhale, allow it to sink. We're going to bring our palms together next. Palms and fingers. We're going to have them right at our heart center. Our goal is to create some friction, some heat. We are actively pressing these hands together as hard as we can. So here we go. Come with me. Put those hands together and press them. Press that left against the right. Try and have as much heat building as we can. We should be feeling this in our arms, maybe in your stomach as well. We're really squeezing them. Elbows can be low or they can be high. It does not matter, wherever your range is. We want the hands to stay right by your heart. I don't want them high. Keep them by the chest. We're still pressing here. Yes, we are. We're gonna keep pressing for 5 more breath cycles. Keep those abs engaged. Here we go. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That was 2. Big breath. 3. My arms are getting tired. 4. Big breath. And 5. Send them out and release. Felt some heat building up. That was good. We're going to take our right arm, place it down on our armrest. Our opposite arm, we're going to reach up to the ceiling. We want to be planted in both of our hip bones as we do this big side bend. We're going to look at our arm up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale as we lean to the side. And exhale. Bring your body back up to neutral. We're going to do it again. Inhale, lean to the side. Exhale, back to neutral. And we're going to lower that side and we're going to do the opposite. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. We're going to look at that arm. We're creating some space in our side here. Plant that opposite hip. Here we go. Inhale, lift it up and reach as high as we can. Exhale, return back to neutral. Same again. Inhale, find that big side bend. Exhale, come back to neutral. We're going to lower that arm. Very nice job. Our next one we're going to do is for our core. We're going to extend one leg out in front, okay? The other one's just going to stay bent. Now, I'm going to turn my chair to the side again, just so you can see it from this angle. I'm going to be sitting on the edge, and I'm going to have that one leg extended. Now, I'm going to use my core, use my breath, and on my exhale, I'm going to raise my left leg and grab a hold of it, just like we did in our warrior one. So we're tall in our low abs. We're finding that strength. From here, if you so decide, we're going to extend both arms. Now, we've got our leg lifted. We've got our arms reaching out. If we can, we're going to extend that one leg. Ooh, now we're feeling some heat. All right, we're going to leave it in the air. We're going to keep our chest open. We're lifting up and we're going to breathe here 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Inhale. Exhale, lower it all down. Come back up, right? Very good job. Now, we have to even it out by doing that opposite side. So, we're going to start. Right leg is bent. Again, we're tall in our spine. Take a full breath into that belly and a full breath out. Take one more breath in. And on our exhale, we're going to lift and grab that right leg. Very good. Find that tall spine. We're keeping our chest upright. We're staying nice and tall. Now, here's where it gets fun. We're going to extend those arms out in front of us if we can. And maybe that leg too. So we're really working our core and our posture here. We're going to breathe 3 times. Here we go. Really brace into that core. 2, now we're building heat. And 3, lower down. Great work. We're gonna bend into those knees. Take our arms wide for that upward salute. We're coming into our next set of sun salutations. All right, we're gonna come to that halfway lift. We're gonna bring those hands to the knees and just lean our chest forward with open shoulders. A big inhale, and we're gonna exhale, tuck our chin round into that spine. Gently reach towards the ground. And our next breath, we're gonna use the core, use that leg strength. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, grab a hold of that right leg. Oh, here we go again. This is our warrior one. Staying tall, staying lifted. Breathing into that belly. We're gonna exhale, release it all, and come into our cat pose, hands on the knees. And we're gonna try to pull that spine backwards and really round and use those core muscles. And let's reverse it. Find our cow. We're gonna find our spinal extension. We'll lift it all the way up. And one more time, round into everything, into that cat. And use that breath, come up. And we're gonna grab a hold of that left leg. Warrior one with that left leg. Staying as tall as we can. Really lift into that core. Take one more big breath here. Exhale, we're gonna release it all. We're gonna come all the way down into that forward fold again. Gently reach towards the ground. Take that big breath in. We're gonna find our halfway lift. Hands are gonna go towards those knees. We're finding that tall spine, nice and long. Our next breath, we're gonna reach those arms wide, send them all the way up to the ceiling. We're looking up as we do this. And exhale, release our arms down to the sides. Very good job. Okay, our next one, we're gonna come into a spinal twist. If you have the ability, we're going to cross our right leg over the left and sit tall. We've got equal pressure into our hips. Now we're gonna take our arm to that opposite knee. Gently, I'm going to inhale and pull my spine up very tall. On my exhale, I'm going to use this and gently twist into that side. And again, inhale, I'm staying as tall as I can. On my exhale, I'm rotating off to that same side. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, we're tall. And exhale, we turn. Inhale, we're tall. And exhale, we turn. And slowly bring our body back to neutral. And we're gonna lower our legs. Very nice. Take a full breath in and out. And we're gonna do it on the opposite side. If we have that ability, we're gonna cross our leg over top the opposite, or we just leave them down, okay? We're gonna take our arm to our opposite leg. Other arm comes to the armrest. Again, we're gonna be tall, pulling my spine up all the way. And as I exhale, I'm gently twisting to the side. Inhale, we're tall. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we're tall. And exhale, we twist. Inhale, we're tall. Exhale, we twist. And we'll twist all the way back to center. Take a big breath in. Pull those shoulders up. Exhale down. We're gonna do that one more time. Big inhale and exhale. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is going to be a lymphatic massage. As we do this, we always wanna go towards our heart to help with that movement of our blood flow. So we're gonna just start by gently massaging one arm. As I do this, I'm starting low at that lower arm, and then I'm just gently pulling up to this upper arm area, trying to get that blood flow to go up. So we'll just take it down again, working my way up, really trying to massage all those muscles, all the stuff going on in there, and we'll start down again. Really trying to get the underside, all of it. Really just gently massage, get some motion through there. I'm gonna work our way up as we do this. Good, and it just feels nice, right? Let's take it to the other side. Start with that lower arm and gently just working our way up as we do this. Trying to bring that blood flow up to our heart and help increase that and heal us. Again, trying to get all those areas, the lower, the upper, and just really work and massage those muscles, getting that movement internally. Good. We're going to do it for our legs as well. So whatever part of your leg that you're able to reach, the lower or the upper, we want to start as low as you can reach. And again, we're just gently massaging those muscles, working your way up, trying to just reach as we get closer and closer towards the heart. We're helping that blood flow, and more blood flow, the better our body feels because it gives us those healing nutrients. Just have an easy breath here. Really just gently massage whatever feels nice. Just getting some motion there. We're going to take it to that opposite leg. Again, just gently massage. We're having easy breath here. Nothing forced, nothing particular, okay? Just easy as we massage and work that way up as we get closer towards that heart. Very nice job. I really appreciate you all meeting with me today. I hope you had a nice restorative workout and you enjoyed this yoga flow. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.